So for Fat Thor, I could have done without that.
I was all about Fat Thor. That deal. Come on. It was about it.
When Coco Chanel said, when you ever have something, take something out, that was the one thing to take out.
No, I could have blew my plays video games.
What's that?
I could have blew my plays video games.
Oh.
I know you're recording. I see it.
Okay.
I said what I said. I stand by what I said. I saw it. And I put it on the record. I stand by it. Fat Thor could get this fat pussy.
Okay. Well, hey guys.
Hi.
Dom.
I'm
speaking.
I'm living for myself.
I'm Keenan.
And I'm BJ.
Not the blowjob.
Inward.
And I'm Don.
I hate you so much. And welcome back to Petty Pollers. On Instagram, that's PettyPollers. And you can also find us on
TikTok. Woo woo!
You are fake news.
more podcasting streaming networks.
How's the TikTok going?
Great. She's doing marvelous.
Yeah, our
I feel like
TikTok
she's
manager has been doing more than ever.
I feel like that it's non-existent.
Our
Oh,
TikTok,
doesn't count.
our TikTok
no.
manager.
No. You said it's not existent.
Our
It
TikTok
exists.
manager has been doing as much as Trump did in the last 4 years.
Actually,
Causing
less.
more damage?
Less than that.
You're right, less.
Me.
Well,
Petty.
well-
Look, it exists. The account exists.
It does.
It's everything.
You know?
No videos.
It's okay. No, that's our somewhere. I'll play adjustment.
This week's topic is petty politics.
Yes, it is.
We thought it would be very fitting considering that this literally has been election week. You know, we were thinking we were going in with election night.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that.
I don't think anyone really was thinking that. But like we did an election week and it was so peaceful the entire time. There was nothing wrong at all about it. I'm glad everyone was civil and there were no lies said. And you know, I just think that this election year was the most factual and
The one thing I don't like is all the fraud that was apparently happening.
Oh.
The rampant amounts of fraud.
There was
That really infuriates me even more. I can't find one actual source to prove that fraud that happened.
Period.
I keep hearing about it, but I can't find a single source to really prove
No
it.
source.
No reputable source. I should say that. Reputable is the keyword
No
there.
reputable source.
well,
Actually, no, I do have sources. It's Twitter. Someone told
Once
me.
again, the keyword reputable.
No.
It's still there.
because Twitter also called you out and was like,
Oh, yeah, Twitter be like-
this is a lie. This is a lie. We're taking this down because this is not factual. Like, all of this is stupid.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, Twitter.
Just the rampant fraud. When it comes out, it's over for you hoes.
Just
when it comes
millions
out.
of votes, just fraudulent.
Just wait for the truth to come out. When the truth comes out,
I'm ready
you're
for
gonna be
them
exposed.
to go ahead and like finish up that suit.
I'm paying for the Supreme Court to really
He said Monday.
take a good look at it.
Monday.
What's happening on Monday?
I'll start this when his lawyers get to work. It's on Monday.
All right.
You
Can't
are
wait to
fake
see-
news.
Can't wait to see
No,
this
not his tweet.
investigation.
That was his official statement on the matter.
Love that. Love that. I love all of his Republican
It's
backed,
different.
supporters as well. Like just
Lindsey Graham, yeah.
The ones that are standing with him are the ones that are slowly dropping out.
both.
Okay.
I love all of them.
I love everybody equally.
You know who I love? Chris.
Jenner?
Nope. What was his name?
McConnell?
On CNN.
Oh,
it
Chris
wasn't
Chris Christie?
No.
Oh, absolutely not.
The guy,
Absolutely.
the guy that the black guy kept dragging.
Oh, you're talking about Rick Santorum.
Not Chris from.
It's
Rick Santorum.
I'm like, that's it. He was on CNN,
I
right? Am I
love,
crazy?
I love
Right.
that basically like he knew everything about that was like super wrong, but he had to stand firm and he was like, I know this is stupid. Stop putting the camera on me, please. Like his face always failed when someone was just like, you really think that infactual thing was just you were just gonna go with that? And he's like, well, you never know.
You have to tell us. I missed that part of this.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it
was
was-
a lot.
it
So
was
especially
awesome.
after like it was like a lot today and yesterday.
What happened?
When basically Trump would say something about, or some Republicans say something about fraud, and they and he was like their like Republican on the desk with them, so like, and he would have to like fight the things they said and kind of try to make it make sense, and they're all like, now baby.
What's his name?
Rick Santorum.
Rick Santorum, I hope you got paid, mama.
Oh, me too.
I hope you got paid down. I'm sorry.
Because you got your ass ate every night. Every night they hammer that ass.
Can I trade places with him?
Fuck this pussy boy.
Who's eating the ass though? Hold on. Because I'm that black. I hate eating this pussy all night.
Oh my god.
Let you tell it if it was Joe Biden.
Joe Biden from that one photo. That one photo.
What photo?
The fly swatter. Ooh.
Maybe it could be Michelle.
Oh no, I would never be up to her. I could eat her ass, absolutely.
Do you want Michelle Obama to eat your ass?
If she wanted.
Michelle Obama,
If she asked.
I hope you never
If
listen
you're
to
watching
this.
Obama, you can join in, baby.
I respect my former president and first lady.
I can respect them too. I want to show how much I respect them in person.
Y'all her? Y'all better. I love y'all.
They are still in office until January the 20th.
What are you talking about?
Barack and Michelle, they've just been on vacation, right?
Fuck y'all.
Yeah. You know how like you have your favorite teacher and then like she goes off on maternity leave or whatever and she leaves you with a long-term sub or whatever? Donald Trump.
That happened to me once and that was a terrible.
It happened to me in Chinese. And sub was like really competent.
Why did you take Chinese?
Because I didn't like
What
it.
did you retain?
What
did you retain?
Okay, first of all, this was like, oh my god, a long time ago. I'm not gonna say years, I feel old. This was a long time ago. I took 3 years of it.
Yeah, you were born in.
But when I finished my story, you'll understand why I didn't retain any of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the sub was really good. The long-term sub like knew her shit, was like really good at giving us tests and stuff. And then Miss Lee came up maternity leave, and Miss Lee can barely speak English. Like barely. And it was like 3 of us in the entire class, and she loved me for the little reason. It was me, this other guy was this girl named Susanna. She hated Susanna.
Oh.
Susanna could open her mouth, and she'd like give her death stares. I'm like,
Wait, pause. There were only 3 people?
in this class, yes.
Oh my god.
So
How big was your graduating class?
120. Let me
I'm in the ghetto.
My school.
Because he's from the country.
I've made that very clear. I've never hit that back.
Yay.
No, I think you try to claim that you live in a city.
It is a city to Virginia. That is a city to them.
But you live in
That's
the country.
officially, Williamsburg is a city officially on the book.
I thought you don't live in Williamsburg. Because you live next to Williamsburg.
No, I grew up. Where I grew up was in Gloucester, was born, and I moved to Williamsburg in 2004. My parents got divorced, but I was a lesbian for a little bit.
I'm just
Why
saying-
did you
I'm just saying,
put your
this
mother's
all sounds
business out
ghetto.
there? Ah!
It
Oh
wasn't
no!
true. But yeah, she couldn't teach. She barely understood English. And so, like, there were times I'd be like, Miss Lee, I'm not only feeling Chinese today. Let's have an English lesson. I would teach her English words.
Her.
We would take the test, and like I really need like a good 30-minute study guide break in the middle of a test. Her, okay. Perfect.
Can you count to 10 at least? Typically when you learn a foreign language, that's the easiest thing to learn.
Is that one of the first things you learned?
That's probably the first thing in my head. I don't. I remember how to say your mom. And
Is.
hold on.
I think you remember how to do it.
It's been a minute.
Girl.
It ends with ma because ma's like no. Ma is okay. Definitely ma. It's fuck. What's yours? I want to say pang yo ma, but that's wrong.
Do you want?
But I know how to say ni hao, friend. Hold on. Sorry, ni hao. Hello. Ni hao.
We asked your mom.
No. Oh, Nita Mama. Nita Mama. N-I space D-E space N.
Nita Mama.
Nita Mama.
No, I don't need a mama. I have one.
Boy, if you
I'm
don't
not speaking English. I'm speaking Chinese, bitch.
Oh.
Right.
Mandarin. Thank you.
Don't worry, you corrected me. I didn't say
Because
anything.
you said, I don't need a mama, I have one. That's not what I was saying.
No, you said
For our
Mandarin.
cultural holes, the cultural ones.
How many countries have you been to?
How many countries? That's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the fact that I can speak some Chinese.
I just want to know what countries you've been to.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's what I mean. I asked her, my friend, Pang Yo Ma.
Pang Yo Ma?
Pang Yo is friend, and then Ma makes it a question. And then Ma with inflection means horse as well. I'm saying some stuff, baby.
Horse?
Yeah.
Huh.
Ma has like 3 meanings. It's the way you inflect it. It's very important in Chinese language.
You do that?
I actually didn't.
Well, in Chinese language, inflection is a really important way
I
to
didn't
speak.
either.
Because like words can sound like someone, the way inflected is when it's
Yeah.
word different. From what I learned from Miss Lee, who can be able to speak English. So don't come for me if I'm wrong. Come for Miss Lee.
When we're famous, they are going to drag you. It's okay, we're already famous. We have over 100 followers. Check us out.
I saw.
I know, right? It's because I pestered all of my friends.
Real hot girl shit.
I just sent messages. I was like, you should follow Petty Pullers
Blocks.
because I will leak your nudes.
You have people need to leave?
Yeah.
Can you think to me?
Yes. Stockpile.
Yeah.
Anyone who
course.
got threatened to have their nudes leaked, it will be leaked to Keenan. And he will leak
I will leak them.
from it.
Just, I don't know, my Google Drive just got wide open. I don't know what happened.
Y'all are messy.
Wide open like that guy.
As the non-messy person here, I'm not involved in this.
The non No, I'm not gonna.
I'm not
engage.
involved in that little messy
We're not
thing.
talking about politics.
Huh?
We are talking about politics.
Speaking of mess,
Okay. So, what was the first election that you were able to like vote in?
2012.
Gore? Bush and Gore?
Damn.
I'm about to leave this apartment forever and not pay rent. Go to Sam. Can I have my rent money returned to me, please?
Me moving in.
Go ahead and return that.
Keenan, I'm still not paying.
I'm my same rate. $0.0. I heard.
You said, wait,
2012.
2012 with Obama.
Obama. Romney?
Was that you?
No, 2008 was my first presidential election. 2006 was the first re-election.
Was with Bush?
2006 was at the Senate and the midterm.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
You should have known that by the map alone. By the map alone.
But the presidential election is like every
4 years.
every 2 years, like the Olympics, right?
No.
Oh.
4. And no, 4.
It typically falls with the Summer
The Senate
Olympics.
is. Yes, actually.
It does.
Mhm.
It does. I know that.
Except not this year because the Olympics didn't happen, but.
Oh. Where was that supposed to be this year?
Tokyo? Somewhere in Japan.
Shout out to Olympics. I really was hoping to watch gymnastics.
That logo was cute as everything though.
Girl.
That 2020 logo was everything. Remember that? Fuck that up.
Girl,
Me
I was-
next year.
Really-
Anyways, 2020.
The
it's
old like all the
2021.
different rings. I was living. It was everything. I said that is the way you do graphic design, honeys.
Girl, I was ready to watch gymnastics again this year. I was living.
Was Simone Biles gonna compete again?
She was.
I believe she was.
Damn.
That would have been gorgeous.
Sorry, Mama Simone, but
No,
you're
she
still that
don't.
bitch, so.
But back to politics.
Okay,
Yes.
so
We're-
your first election.
I'm pretty sure it was Obama Romney.
Okay,
I don't
and
remember who
you
the Republican
voted
was.
for the Senate. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, mine was the Obama Romney.
How? Oh, I know. Wait. How?
Obama Romney.
Because weren't you being 17 in 2012?
I was 18. Wait.
No, I turned 18 2012, baby. So I know you did not turn 18 2012.
Sorry, Mom. You're right. I was born in late 90s. Sorry. Mine was the Obama.
He didn't run.
There was
last
a-
time he ran.
it's only-
Girl, who you trying to lie to now, baby?
Girl, it's only Mitt Romney or John McCain. Which one was it?
John McCain.
That was a. Oh my god.
That was earlier. That was 2008. Oh no.
Wait.
How old are you? Damn.
Okay, wait. How are you? Let's talk about this.
She was like 18 years. Yes.
Wait.
So did you actually vote? Have you ever voted? Is it all a
I gotta go.
Oh no.
Because he was not the father. She was sure.
Girl.
She was sure. He was the father. Not ready to get the cookie.
Oh my god.
That was depressed eating.
Ooh.
So probably in whatever state state election was
No.
in 2013.
Actually, I was pretty politically ignorant or whatever. So
So then it probably would have been 2016.
2016.
Probably not Parliament.
Which is so wild. Wait.
Obama did not run anything else after 2012. I promise you. I like
So
will put my life on it.
Obama went.
He just said, I don't have more conscience of one.
I have-
Republicans clapping him because I won them all.
I have
Thank you.
Where's my library? And you'll never
memories.
see me again until the next election.
I have vivid false memories of me voting for Obama.
You didn't unless you voted.
Wild.
There's the fraud. We found the fraud.
Oh,
People voting early when I'm 18. The fraud in Arkansas. We have found it. Who's the fraud I'm talking about?
Meanwhile, I'm just with red, honey.
And I voted for
Mitt
Romney.
Romney, yeah.
Romney. No, I didn't. No. So yeah, I guess it was my first election was Hillary versus
Donald Trump.
You really trying to pull that off too. I voted Obama. No, because I'm a year older than you, and that's my first election. So you weren't 18 yet.
Oh no.
yeah.
You were almost 18. You were a few months shy of it, but
What?
you weren't 18 yet.
Then I voted 2 years later with yes.
Midterms.
I had to come back. I had to come back down here because what year was that?
2018.
2018.
Math is not your friend
Yes.
today. It really is not.
I had to drive down from Atlanta to vote here because I was visiting Atlanta long term at the time.
You are fake news.
Not long term.
Yeah, it was a long
They
term.
can't get you after the fact. You already lived down here.
It was a long term visitation.
That one was officer still watching feet. I got him. I knew he wasn't lying.
I knew
Give that
it.
bitch a ticket.
Why was he paying Georgia taxes? Why was he paying Georgia taxes? It was a long term visitation. Long term.
Oh, you kill me.
But yeah, those are the only three elections that I voted in.
I voted in every election since
Yeah.
2012.
Well, I didn't grow up like in a very political household. Like the only person that voted in my family maybe was my cousin. My mom, she was going to vote, but then she was just like, okay, well, when I went up there to vote or whatever, I thought I was still registered, and no, I was not.
Voter
And
suppression at its finest. Fuck you, red states.
She was just like, I don't
Yeah.
understand how you could not be still registered to vote if you voted in the last presidential election. I was just like, girl, they're trying you. They're trying you.
Either they lied to her and she got put on ballot, or I don't know Arkansas's laws like that, but they some states have laws, what they're called. Certain laws that have a couple of years, you've been voted in a while, they'll purge your name off the list.
But like, you would think if you
Yeah,
voted
and
in the last
a lot of
presidential
names are like
election-
accidentally purged who voted in the last election. So you're like, I voted. So why is my name purged? Is this inactive voters? Oh, that's a mistake.
Something that is so fucking wild is like when we were receiving mail or whatever, all of that mail that was sent to me was like, you don't have like a record of voting. And I'm like, I've literally voted in the last 2 elections that I could vote in. Like, yeah, like those are the only elections that I was able to vote in, other than like when I was fucking 18. Nope. It's okay. Math isn't.
Probably 22. No, 21.
21?
21.
Yeah, except for when I was 21, like, I voted in every election, so I'm just like, why is it saying I'm not voting? I don't know, they were coming
Voter
at me.
suppression at its finest, honeys. We live to see it.
But yeah, my family they are not voters or whatever, and every time I try to, like, contact them about voting, they're like, why? My voice ain't gonna be heard anyway, and I'm just like, that's trash. Like, that's rhetoric that's, like, drilled into your head because people want you to think that.
And the electoral college. But work.
Well, yeah, exactly. Electoral college, but also, like, we saw.
It's an electoral.
But no, we saw like how close everything was, like especially in Georgia. Like every fucking vote mattered.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it
so I'm
absolutely
just
did.
like,
Every single one.
you have the power, especially if you like. If my family as a whole, and when I say my family as a whole, could probably turn like Arkansas blue, my family as a whole can. Like they basically are like 3 towns worth of people. Like
God.
I have over 30 cousins or whatever, and then they have children, multiples.
But I think even more important than like thinking about if your vote really matters, like there's things on the ballot that does directly affect you. Like, yeah, a federal election happens every 2 years, but like things on the ballot is really important.
Yeah.
And you could really care about it. Like minimum wage is a big thing on Florida this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
I voted no against that.
And
I voted no too.
Yeah, I don't.
I was like, I'm about to get 50 anyway, so I'm good. Y'all have to struggle.
Me. I make my own schedule. I'm sorry that you guys are
struggle.
What? No.
I work for Disney World. I'm taken care of, obviously. Don't look at any headlines recently.
1 week earlier.
Don't look at any headlines. Post March 2020.
Yeah. But before then, I'm covered. Thank you.
I'm good. Sorry that you're poor.
I have a great union that works hard for me.
Have you voted in every election that you were eligible to vote in?
No, and because I got confused on the absentee ballot at one point when I was traveling the world, so.
Got you.
They
don't make it easy.
Yeah, and then by the time, because I didn't know those, you have to really keep up with those dates, especially with Indiana. And my dad asked me, by the time he asked me, I was like, oh shit, you're right, I didn't do this. He goes, it's already passed.
Right.
I was like, oh no. I'm like,
then
well.
if you're out of the States in the first place, like, will it matter? Because like, a lot of this years or whatever, they were trying to be like, okay, well, even if you postmarked it by the election day. Which is just really fucked up.
I mean, that's dumb on Trump. But I just trying to make sure your vote is counted, honey.
Yeah.
And so is Nevada, apparently.
Oh, they finally projected it today.
Huh?
They finally projected it today.
Did it count everyone, though?
That projection is everybody's counted, which means...
They're probably still at, like...
No, I've seen it projected today, so they probably were mostly done. Like,
shout out to Nevada.
You're right.
I was down there for a couple weeks.
But they're not certified. No states are certified.
Certified free.
And people don't understand how that
Mail
process
your ballot.
works.
We're going to take about a week to count it.
So, like, I feel like people just don't understand how that works, which is annoying to me sometimes. My son's to me all the time.
When, like, do you think... I told you about this or whatever. I told you about this. So, do you think if you weren't knowledgeable of like all of the in-depths of each party, do you think you would be Republican or Democratic?
I think you keep, okay, that's a weird way to phrase the question.
I do.
You need some knowledge.
Okay, right.
Okay. You just choose an option for no reason.
I'm saying this because like in like the 3rd, 4th grade school, something, I don't know. A teacher came to us as students. Mind you, we're kids as shit. We don't care. We can't vote. We won't be able to vote for at least another decade, 10 plus years, right? And so she comes to us and she's just like, okay, I'm going to explain to you the Republican and Democratic parties or whatever. Raise your hand if you want to work for an hour and I give you $100. And like, you want to keep that $100? And everyone was like, okay. And for raise your hand if you work for an hour and instead of giving you $100 that you like should get, everyone else gets like a piece of your $100. So like he gets 10 and he gets 10 and he gets 10, blah blah blah. So like everyone was like, bitch, give me the $100. Like, duh. And so she was just like, everyone who raised their hands on that, you're a Republican. That's the entire class. And I was just like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm Republican, blah, 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 blah. Call me Penny Proud, I'm Republican as fuck.
That's not how any of this works.
She was Republican in that. Did you guys know that most of the black people on the Proud family were Republican?
I didn't know that.
Really? Yeah, it was wild. I was rewatching it and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But like, it was like shading the Republican Party because they were Republican. But yeah, so I was just like, wow, that's wild. If I like grew up just knowing that one thing and not doing my own research, like I could have been influenced into thinking like the Republican Party is for me based on one thing, which is money. Meanwhile, denying my right to marry, vote probably at some point in time, to exist, like It was wild. I was just like,
I don't
I
like
wish I knew that teacher's name so I could have it fired today. I will be looking you up. It was probably Miss Lynch.
Sounds
Not
racist.
Right.
Yeah.
It was either Miss Lynch or Miss Payne.
Get them both fired. Why not?
Oh, right. What are these teachers in Arkansas?
3rd and 4th grade, yes.
Okay.
Miss Lynch and Miss Payne.
When I would see that was kind of explained to me, the whole Democratic Republican thing kind of got explained to me. I think in middle school or high school when they just handed out sheets to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, here, fill this out, and then write it down. What is it that you're important to?
I did that in 7th grade.
Like, we'll see what's important to you, and then it was like, do you like going to church? Do you think that people who are suffering should get help? Check. Do you believe that in big business? Check, or something like that. And then it comes to find out that most students were in the middle. So that's kind of where I fall, at least at my school.
Well, I think that's the true. I think most people are in the middle, and I think it's really hard to like teach children about the parties. The parties are so complex in themselves, especially the parties now. They're very polar and they're very complex, and so a lot of people, you don't agree with everything your party does. You have your issues that you really care about, and that your party lines are okay. So most of the issues I don't care about because I want these things are more important to me, and this party is fighting for this. So it's like it's hard to teach that complexity. And you're a child. You don't really have any give in the world. You're like, I don't care.
And then
I get up, I go to school. That's that.
And then you end up going with the party that your parents are a part of.
Totally.
And then until you get into college, and then then sometimes you might flip Republicans to Democrats. But yeah, but like I didn't really understand what that was until I started living in New York City, and I really realized like which side of the coin I'm on. I was like, oh, I do. And I realized my father, no shade, who is a Democrat. I'm like, he's more Republican than any Democrat that I know. Woo! He does. So like,
He has more conservative views.
Very conservative views. And I was like, Dad, and I tried to explain to him, like, Dad, I don't think that's right. And then he won't hear it. So,
Well, the crazy thing is, like, I feel like a lot of our parents' generation, like, tend to have like more conservative views than we do or whatever. Because I look at my I don't look at my mom and say that. I look at like.
who do you look at?
I look at other people's families. I look at other people's families, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, like they do, you know, they are progressives in some aspect of like the sense or whatever, but like at the same time, they're very like, gay people is wild. Abortion, we can let it slide, but like, I don't want to pay for it. Blah blah blah, and like other things like that. And so like they have a lot of conservative views or whatever, which is wild that we turned out how we turned out because we're just like, girl, rights, leave me alone. Like just rights, people deserve. And so I feel like as the time goes on, like people as a whole are getting more progressive. Like we're progressive, but Gen Z, I don't talk to them kids. They wild.
You went
like
on a coffee date with one of them.
so
Oh! I
messing
just got it.
up.
I'm like, oh, what's happening? I'm done. I got it now.
you picked it up.
I did. Well, I think to roll off that, I think it's a matter of just like the ideals and like the education on some of the things weren't as prominent back in the generation before. Like the baby boomers, like they didn't really. Yes, they had gay people, but they didn't really deal with gay marriage because it was the norm to be in the closet.
Right.
And also they were dying out in the norm, so in the hundreds. So at that point, they really had to worry about that. I
know.
I'm not even trying to throw shade. Like
Don't judge for me.
Oh
no!
Come judge for me. Come judge for me. Anyways.
God, shady hoes. Oh, God's sake.
So I think like as the world continued to change, then as the world moved forward and continued to change, then people kind of, the next generation kind of like, oh, we need to like start thinking about it this way. For example, like global warming wasn't like a huge thing back then. Though the ideal of recycling was coming up, but the whole global warming thing, people were like, what is that? That was still pretty obscure for them. Now it's common knowledge and people still don't believe it.
And I think it's, like, to piggyback on that,
I'm just like, how you gonna before you go, I understand you shouldn't disbelieve data. Like, that really it blows my mind. It was like, here is irrefutable evidence that is co-peer sourced, that is co-peer. They read through it, and this is from years of data.
okay,
And you're going on
and I hear you, but Jesus.
Okay, great. But wait. With that said, though, for the idiots out there that don't like to or don't know how to read, let's check out the winter when you were growing up versus the winters now. Because the last I checked in Indiana, it wasn't supposed to be in the 70s in November. So that is all the data that you need, ladies.
I just don't understand how you can hear data and be like, that doesn't really make sense to me.
Because Jesus. And don't question my Jesus.
Great. So where's
don't
Jesus?
Question my Jesus?
Where's Jesus?
Where
is he?
Question
Where
my
is
Jesus.
he?
In heaven.
Thank you. On earth? This is what's going on.
Oh no.
But to piggyback off what you said with them not being as educated, I think
I don't want to say like as educated, Kyle. I think that's like a bad. It's true, but that's not really what I'm saying. Cause I don't know the connotations. Like that's just weren't the experiences or issues that they were growing up with.
What I was gonna add was I just think that more knowledge wasn't readily available to them as it is to us. Like we can literally just say, okay, and then blank. I realized we can't say that because when I was listening to the podcast, it made my phone go off 3 times, and I was just like, we gotta stop that. Okay, then word. When you're trying to search something, you say, okay.
Oh.
Yes, okay. You get, if you're searching something on your phone.
Google.
Oh.
I was like,
you're like, what? Yes.
You made that very complicated. It had to be.
Yeah. I just thought you would pick up on it. I thought you would
call it goggle or something.
Oh, right.
Like the pair phones from iCarly. Goggle.
So, anyways.
You're on Goggle.
I think information is more readily available to us or whatever, so we see, like, whereas maybe a conservative view back then, they wouldn't readily see how, like, it negatively affects someone or whatever, and, like, they not be concerned about it because, like, that's just how they grew up. That's the people that they grew up with, and, like, they don't know anyone like that, so it's fine, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, like, now you can see, like, oh, us hating gay people is, like, rapidly accelerating, like, suicide. Oh, us saying, like, these, like, derogatory things are, like, making these people, like, have depressive episodes and everything like that. Like, us doing what we are doing is affecting people, and now we can see it. We don't just hear about it, we see it every day, you know? And so I think, like, as time goes on, especially because we are you're a millennial, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't
we
get fired.
are. I don't know. He's a baby boomer. Anyway, we are a generation that grew up without technology. Like, and then, like, with technology, like, we were the integrating, like, class of, like, technology. Like, we knew what it was to not, or whatever, like.
Shout out to Dalla. Yes.
Oh, God. You got to your AOL disc? No, I don't. Did you get off the internet because I need to make a phone call? Get off the internet.
Me and my sisters be in fights all the time. Just want to get on the phone. I'm like, I want to do some research, and just going at it.
Meanwhile,
I'm on the phone, put it back on the computer.
Porn just half loading.
Meanwhile,
I just want to see the titties.
I just want to be on Disney Channel. I want to play the Lilo and Stitch game.
The sandwich game, yes! Custom sandwich.
But yeah, so like I feel like as it goes on and on and on, especially with like Gen Z or whatever, like they grew up with technology, so they know what it's like to always see this or whatever. We had the luxury to be ignorant. We had the luxury to like be somewhat innocent and not be as influenced or whatever, but Gen Z, you know, like they see everything, like they're always on technology, like technology is integrated within school or whatever. And so I think as time goes on, we will become more it will be more. It will be less about Republican and Democrat, and it'll be about like central views. I feel like, and like basically, hear me out, because I feel like even Republican millennials or whatever are more progressive than their predecessors.
I agree with that, but I think that would be like this. That would be wildly changing the parties, and right now there's nothing. There's plenty of it, but there's no actual push to change the party. There's no major party reform going on, and from my research, parties don't change unless they're forced to.
I think that it'll be such a gradual change, and this is going to take generations, probably. Like for what I'm saying, anyway. I think it will take generations for it to be more centered or whatever, and like people just to understand, like, just because you have your beliefs and just because you grew up with certain morals and everything, that doesn't mean that they should be influenced or inflicted on anyone else. I think it will take a while. We probably won't see it, but maybe our children will.
I would love to think that, but I don't think it will happen because people don't tend to think like that.
I think there will be some change. I'm not sure if it'll be good or bad change, but I think, because I was just thinking about this as he was talking, that one of my biggest complaints with this whole experience and with this past 4 years, that people don't think about other things because they either don't want to know, or don't think about other people because they either don't want to know, or whatever it is, whatever's happening outside of their little bubble doesn't affect them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what he's trying to say is, like, with the baby boomers and even with the millennials, there was a period of we're not so connected, but Generation Z, who just now started to be able to vote, is that done this year?
Yeah.
Or is it the next one? I don't know.
No. It's Gen Z. It's
Gen Z is this time? Okay. So so I think with them because the world is so interconnected with them, it's not going to change. It's not going to be a switch. But I think there is going to be some growth.
I think it'll be
in the Republican Party, because they can. I think what he's trying to say is that they can, through TikTok or whatever, they can see what's going on. For example, like the even though they're racist as shit, those kids on TikTok with the Negro thing in the water, everyone saw that. And even Republicans like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Like,
well, here's my other thing is, like, there's still the Gen Z is very progressive. There's still a very big conservative wing in the country, and so the Republicans really prosper on the polarity of the country, and they really prosper in that, like, we have these morals and we really fight for these things. As long as this part exists, I don't see the Republicans changing their viewpoints unless it's no longer profitable for them. When it stops being profitable, they will absolutely change whatever reason change to make it work. But right now, and at least for the next 50 years, it ain't gonna be touched because that is so ingrained in so many people, and they will keep doing it because it's making them money. It's working well for them.
And that's why I say I don't think we will see it in our lifetime, but maybe our children's children will see something that is more centralized and less polarized. Which, I mean,
I would love to see it.
Even saying that, I still don't.
I would love to see the start of it.
Yeah, like I think even with me saying that, when I say centralized, I mean like people ain't out here just calling you a nigger because you're black. Like, I feel like, it will be more like with, I don't know, like certain moral issues that aren't so like super polarizing and everything like that. Like, I think it'll be, I don't really know where I'm going with this now. So let's just go ahead.
Okay, before we go, I have a read. I need to get off my chest. Ooh. Can I go ahead and read somebody real quick?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead. Let me get this out.
Also, let me shout out Jay. What's his name? Jay what? Santiago.
That's your friend.
You a bitch.
That's your friend.
Oh, right. My friend.
No.
Anyways.
That literally is your friend on Facebook.
I don't like that.
I walked around with this hat on and this sock.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, you have a sock in it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Here's my read. Are we saying people saying something here? I don't actually care.
Yes.
We have either Rudy or Ruddy. I don't know. I worked with you back in Best Buy back in 2000 and I'm gonna say 10 to 11 or 9 to 11. I feel like you were one of the last people that were there. You are a Latino man that lives in New York City who's slightly lighter than me. So, bitch, you're a person of color. You are closer to black than you are to white. So you tried it. Miss Rudy Poliano from New York City. This bitch said today, "It time to load up and take the country back, proud boys and girls. It time."
It tells me the it time.
It tells me everything.
This is literally verbatim. First of all, bitch, you obviously failed in English. So that's the first issue. And so the education system is not even helping you out in New York City. But New York City supposed to have some of the best schools in the country, which they do, but somehow you slip through the cracks. So when you can learn how to write or English in general, then you can have a political opinion. Number 2. Donald Trump does not like you.
Period.
The Proud Boys do not like you. Because you are a person of color. And the fact that you don't know that is incredibly ignorant and just plain stupid. How you don't know that, I don't know. Do you think that you're going to walk into the Proud Boys and just show up and be like, yo, let's be a part of that Civil War? Do you realize that you're on a part of the Civil War that they want to destroy? You idiots. And even then, let's just say that when Civil War II happened, who you be going up against, baby? The army, the military is coming for that ass. So Miss Rudy Poliano, fuck you, you dumb ass, ugly, small dick. Actually, might not have a small dick, but
the mess.
You ugly bitch. Fuck you, you unintelligent whore. We can move on.
That was a word from Keenan. To Ruddy or Rudy.
Rudy or Rudy. Poliano. R-U-D-D-Y. And we have a
Well, with that said, let's go ahead and
take our first commercial break.
This time we have 2 sponsors. Our first sponsor, Keenan, I'll let you go ahead and do this.
So we have our first sponsor. Her name is Taisha Bradley. Okay, she's a black woman, and she has her own series of coloring books. This particular one is called Black Magic. So as you see, if you go into here, it's basically a bunch of pictures of people doing. Pictures of people doing magic. Some of it's voodoo, some of it's hoodoo, and actually, if you actually go into it, there's some history about it within the pages. So her name is Taisha Bradley. You can actually order her coloring book. She has 3, I think, on Amazon. So all you have to do is go to Amazon.com and type into the search bar Taisha Tyeesha Bradley Bradley. To get one of these, she would really appreciate it, and so will we.
And support her on Instagram. You can follow her at the same name, Tyeesha no space. Follow her right on Instagram.
Thank you. Oh, there's beautiful pictures of all types of things in here. She has black mermaids. She has some anime characters, black versions of animated characters. Miss Shuri from Black Panther. She
oh my god, is that number 5?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah!
Oh, number 5 is on there, y'all.
Yes.
Elevators in.
They're actually really good. So
beautiful words.
So please check that out.
Send her your love.
Yes, come on. Round of applause from Miss Taisha Bradley.
Yeah. And the next
sponsor.
Have you ever played the Masters?
I mean, I have.
I have too.
They're next week.
They're next week?
Yeah.
I'm not that good at golf though.
We have the perfect solution for you.
Wait,
if you live in the Evans area, the Georgia area.
I can't.
Shout out to Georgia. Yes!
If you want to follow Pure Golf is Simple on Instagram.
Okay.
And they'll get you set right up on your golf.
So they'll teach me how to golf?
They'll teach you how to golf.
Wait, so will I be Masters ready?
That's all up to you, baby. But they will give you all the skills you need to be an amazing golfer.
Okay, no.
They will give you all the tools you need. How much hard work you want to put in to be in the Masters.
So wait, where do I find them again?
Pure Golf is Simple on Instagram, all one word.
Okay, no. Okay, well, we love it.
I'm clapping my cheeks in case y'all can't see.
Happy birthday! We're so glad you're here. Happy birthday! Okay, guys, and
I hate TikTok for that one.
That was every black person living.
I had watched the stream of those.
And the eye roll just kills me.
And with that, we are back. And
Back
Black.
again. Can you put your
and
tablet down, please?
We
Thank
are blue.
you. Please put your tablet down.
Yes. Oh, okay. I'll put my tablet down. You have your tablet.
My iPad Pro Max, whatever it was called. Who knows? It's the
Blue
one I
Lives
have.
Matter.
It's not high at all.
First of all, they can't. And an iPad we bought for the show.
And we're recording on our
MacBook Pro.
Jesus. I'm gonna figure it out along.
Oh wait, before you say that, Blue Lives Matter, Georgia, California, some